Hello, welcome to part 4 now of my N-gauge layout based on the Kent coast, Spearestone. Running around today we have the lovely little Dapol Ivert 2MT. It's a very nice model, I'm surprised it's gone out of production. And then coming back down the other way, we've got a 2 EPB and a 2 HAL filling in for the Bachmann 4 CEP, which is a proper Kent coast unit. And that's powered by one of the old Farish 4-wheel motor bogies. It's very loud. It can run like a dog, but I absolutely love it. The major change you can see in front of you here is I've started to work on the cliff. Now, before I go any further, I wanted to show you just exactly how that's constructed. I've also, since the last video, extended the board like I said I would along here. You can just see the line where it's a lot cleaner, the wood. And it's just all built from sections of cut up polystyrene, and that's just been layered, stuck together with plain PVA. I mean, I think I read somewhere that it can expand, but when it's just blocks like that, that's not a problem at all. It's getting quite a bit of an angle on it. I'll move around this way. On the end of it, I've put a thick NDF former at the board joint. You can just see that join there. Now, that might look a little bit heavy duty, but that is designed to take a knock should the layout ever be split in half, and I'm pretty certain that will be able to do that. We've also cut a second one at the same time, so when I come to do the other one, I'll just drop in place and it'll all line up nicely. And hopefully you won't be able to see the joint too badly. The backboard on this section, I've decided, because of where the tunnel mouth is here, and I've got all this space behind in the fiddle yard, I'm just going to unscrew these cabinet blocks and move the backboard further back to around here. Now that should let me sort of sculpt a much more gentle sloped hill down this side. Because I haven't glued the board and I've just secured it with those blocks, like I said, I think in part 2 possibly, part 2 or part 3. It's just a case of undoing the screws, bending the board backwards and then re-screwing it to clamp it. The other thing, this green on the front, what will be the sea-wall, I've used a line of sandpaper from a belt sander. Now that just gives it a nice little bit of texture, so when I come to paint it, it won't look too flat. It should hopefully give it a nice concrete finish. The only other issue I've had since the last update is the last point motors in. Now the Pico PO11s I've been having a lot of trouble with. I mean, I know they say quite clearly on the packet that they're suitable for N-gauge, and I'm not disputing that they work, but they are quite problematic. I did find a cure online, and basically what you have to do is the two legs that sit against the track on the double O point, they fit between the sleepers. On the N-gauge one, they butt against it. Now you've just got to cut 1 or 2 millimeters off the end of those legs just to move it a bit closer, and that seems to have cured absolutely everything. I think just with those legs being that little bit longer, it was putting a little bit more stress on the motor, and it was causing it to misfire sometimes. I've also had a delivery of code 40 rail from Fine Tracks. This will be used for the third rail. I was hoping to have some of that done for you to have a look at this time, but I suppose we'll have to wait to part 5 now. I'm having a bit of a crisis on working out how to do the chairs, the conductor pots that they sit in. But yeah, that was pretty good, speedy delivery. I'd recommend Fine Tracks if you want to get some code 40 rail and you're not a member of the 2mm Society. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Not a lot to say, I'll just do the usual. Leave you with a couple of shots of some trains moving. See you next time.